Jayanendraji,
Jain Mahendra sir, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, yeah. Now looks most of the people wants to go to Karnataka and Kerala, so that is
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think that is also good because we may get more people interested here.
Hmm. Is man planning from the university end in the same
Yeah,
time?
no, she is not planning anything from the university because they are going in December.
Hmm.
So the next one may be somewhere in June, July, or something like that.
Okay.
So, but what she suggested is when I said, "Oh, that is good. So, why don't we go separately?" And then she said, "Float in your group about which one they want and the date, and then she will send the invite to others."
Hmm.
And then she also mentioned that there are people interested for Karnataka trip. Others,
Hmm.
probably they may be asking her. So,
Hmm.
saying that there are other people interested, so that if it is Karnataka, more people will join. That's what.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
What did she say anything about what would be an ideal number of people she would be thinking of?
So there is no. Well, she didn't say any minimum number, but
Hmm.
that, depending on the number, we will arrange either a coach or kind of a van kind of a thing. So depending on the numbers, but if
Hmm.
no 4 or 5 people,
Yeah, I don't think it will work out.
yeah, it will not work out. That's right.
Yeah.
So we need to,
Uh,
yeah,
Maybe we can request her to forward it to the her Hindi batch as well,
yeah,
to see if any of them would be interested, because she had this is how I got the idea. I was listening to her Hindi lecture,
yeah.
and that's where she said she had floated that idea that next year we are going to be finishing the course.
Mm.
So how about we all join together at one place?
A moment.
So at
Sorry,
least,
sorry to interrupt. Give me a moment. Uh, Ma'am, someone with the name Saranya Bhaskaran has joined.
I'm only Ram Kumar.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Jai Jinendra to all.
Jai Jinendra
I
everyone.
just want to make sure who it is. Yeah.
My daughter-in-law's laptop, no?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, sorry, sorry, sorry.
Yeah, so that's when I thought that's a good idea.
Mhm.
So if she can then suggest the same to her the other batch as well,
Uh-huh.
maybe that will bring the number up if they want to join us as well.
Sorry, you are saying that the minimum number of people is it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I understand.
because I'm sure that 5 or 6 is not going to be a good number at all. It's not going to be worth it.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the other thing is like people who are coming from overseas, like me or Bharatji, like you,
Yeah.
or anybody else.
Mhm.
For us, we also have to plan for the ticket booking and all those things.
Yeah, yeah,
So if it is a project that can go on, then it's worth it uh, going ahead with it.
yeah, yeah. So we need to make a decision maybe within the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jai Janendra,
Yajna Shubha ma'am.
Jai Janendra, Saurabh Jai Janendra Mahendran and everybody else. My suggestion is that you make a group of yourself without, linking it to a bigger group, because you have so many variables with a bigger group. You have to have the time, you have to coincide with your the thing. A smaller group, just about if you are 10 families, then make that group and let's go. That would be a definitive thing, actually.
Currently, 9 people accepted. So we need to check even if all the 9 coming with their families, then it is a good number. I think even if it is.
Correct. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that you can work it out according to your timings, your everybody linking. Because if you make the base wider, then it is a very wide
I would say my gut feeling says that even if we open it up for others, I don't see many people joining in because it's all about the timings as well. So, like for the other class, they were talking about going in October for that meet next year. So I don't know whether everybody would be possibly available in March as well. So, but that's a valid point. The lesser number of people, the managing part would be easier as well.
Yeah, so I think we need to ask another question for each of us who are accepting. So how many numbers going to join? Then that will be
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that would be easy.
Shobha ma'am, what is the minimum number, ideal number, do you think? When you went earlier, which is ideal in your opinion?
See, normally we go in one bus, and the bus takes about 30 to 38 people actually.
Okay.
And we travel. I mean, when we went to Tamil Nadu, we asked one, the Jain tourist chap to organize it for us. He organized all the lodging and the bus also, and the food actually, which they cooked. But if it's a smaller number, then the food cooking maybe, I mean, you may not get a cook and a caterer and things like that. You still need a bus because you need to carry all that stuff, food thing kind of thing. Then we also stayed in, when we went on this Madhya Pradesh thing, we stayed mostly in dharmshalas, where they were amazing dharmshalas. And of course, we had our own cook, but I guess if you tell the dharmshalas, they will make it for us, if the Jain dharmshalas actually. But I'm not sure about the Karnataka mein, the dharmshalas, because when we stay, my husband and I went on a Karnataka tour, this Jain temples, and we stayed in the Mudubidri Dharmshala. It was not anything to write home about. And everybody later told us, oh, you should have stayed in a hotel, there are so many hotels over there. So maybe we can ask a tour operator to work it out for Karnataka.
Yeah, Karnataka probably Humcha and maybe.
No. There are so many places, like not only Uncha, there's Mudubidri, there's Karkal, and then there is the Chaturbhuj temple, and then Ennarpura, then of course Uncha, and then Lokandi, and all sorts of, Karnataka is full of amazing temples actually.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, for comfortable stay and food, probably it is Humcha and Ennarpura. So apart from that,
Ennarpura, I don't know whether it has the capacity for so many people, but Umcha definitely.
yes.
And there are other places also. If we ask, tour operator and tell him that we will do it with Ennarpura, the Dharmasthala, I mean, Dharmshala is pretty good, but I'm not, for stay, but I'm not sure about the catering part of it.
Yeah, they do have. I had their food for a few days, meaning during few visits I had their food. It is reasonable. It's a typical Jain Dharmasala food. It is.
Yeah, so we can always do that, for even we can take a tempo traveler, and if there are or a small bus, and organize it with a tour operator, the Jain tour operators who do the Jain temples in Karnataka.
Yeah.
and go around. It's not, you don't require a huge, clientele to do that. We can, because you don't have the flexibility for times and things like that, with so many people coming from so far away. I mean, you don't want a kind of a will it happen, will it not happen kind of anxiety.
True.
Yeah, so okay, that's a good point. So maybe let us freeze it for enrollment maybe within a week or so, then work out the details accordingly. So then we freeze it
This
out.
guy, we can ask Nitin, my
Yeah, so
this,
that's what
Jain Heritage Centers, if he can organize a English speaking guide or a tour operator to do this for us, and how much will he charge and this, that. And, do you know Nitin? Nitin is your classmate? No, he can't be your classmate.
No, I saw him so far, so to speak, saw him in few Zoom meetings, but ma'am mentioned his name also, Nitin's name also. She said,
If you'd like, I can ask Nitin and get back to you regarding this. And
yeah. Okay, so we are into almost 10 minutes. Let's do the prayers and then we'll
Yeah.
for Mangalamaya Mangalakaram Dharagavya Namo Gaya Devaye Arhantari Mahan Karimhanga Kariho Maha Kandakarana Kokaj Jade Nidai Samaj Sabu Bhavai Japadaraj Bhavai Japadaraj Jai Janendra.
Jai Janendra.
Yes. So let me call ma'am. So ma'am is joining in 2 minutes. Yeah, no issues. Rajanji, you are okay with the Karnataka and Kerala, right? Can I say that? You are on mute. You are on mute, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're not selected any of those, so I just want to confirm.
Oh, selected what? Oh, I've selected the month, but I'm okay with anything.
Yeah, there are two polls.
So I was okay with anything. So you should have put there anything,
Yeah.
third option. So then it
Yeah.
gets easier for you.
Yeah. So fine. Yeah, I took it. Okay.
Yeah. Only thing is it will be little hot in March.
That
Very
is
much.
they're taking the first week.
Huh, okay.
Not too
Yeah.
bad.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
How many people are there in the class?
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jain, ma'am.
Mr. Jai
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
I'm just trying to
Jai
struggle
Jinendra, ma'am.
with my this thing. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm just out of one class. I forgot that I have a class with you people. Hello.
We can hear you,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. You can hear you, ma'am.
You can hear me, but I'm not able to see the full screen where I have to see. I can see only Mahindran sir and myself. How do I see others? Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Just give me a minute. Till then, you all finish the Manglacharan and do the basic reading. I'll join, please. Was I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just give me 2 minutes, please. I'll just come with my bottle.
Sure.
Parvati,
So anybody done any more studies or listening on this Vyavharabhas?
Yes, sir. I'm listening Sanjeev Godaji's lectures. Very, very detailed. Each page more than an hour. Yeah, it's really detailed.
Okay. On this book only he's doing?
Yes, his book is doing in this book, every page, almost every line, every word, I would say, he's explaining. It's really, really detailed.
So what link to put it on?
I will send it to you.
Yeah.
Send. Yeah, I'll send in the group. Yeah.
So even Saurabh ji, once you had put up one recording of one, I don't know, about Antardosh. And it was very good, huh?
Antardosh.
Shankardosh.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
recording was very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that was a different. I just came across on the YouTube, and that was a different. He was a professor. It was very nice explanation.
Yeah, that was.
I think the link that Mahindran sir is talking about, I listened to him on one page. It was about the Nishchay Abhas. But yes, he has Sanjeev ji has done each and every page every hour, or even if you want to have a concise understanding, he's done a whole lecture of the with Nishchay Abhas and Vyavhar Abhas.
Okay.
It's quite an in-depth understanding. But my question still remains is that while this is attending the issue of Nishchay Abhas and Vyavhar Abhas, it's not attending to the root cause of it as I see it. Maybe that's how I see it, is that in today's times, all these things are being carried out under the root cause of insecurity of being not being able to engage with the community, so to speak. So, how would today's youth be able to engage in understanding the Nishchay and Vyavhar? So from their perspective, Vyavhar Abhas is very much of a, it's not even the
No.
context of talking.
So I sometimes feel that a lot of youth is getting attracted to Rakesh Bhai. So, he's doing a balance of both.
What I mean to say is that
He's
today in
explaining.
this group, what I have come across is either people would be focused on, say, Atma as Atma, and either people would be focused on the Kriya as Kriya. But as soon
Okay.
as you talk to them about Atma, like somebody who is engaged into the activities, say doing prayers, and they're doing it with that sense that this is what they have to do to keep themselves associated with the community. It's not that they're keen to do it, it's just that they feel they're forced or
बाद में एक
pressurized
पेन
to
दे
do it.
देना, वहाँ पड़ा होगा कहीं तो
No,
बाद में
Uh,
बाद में
On the other hand, there are people who would be talking about Atma, and those kids have been brought up with that thought of or that concept of Atma. At some point of time, they also come up with this feeling that they have to know that concept of Atma because that's what is being pushed onto them. In fact, it's not really appeasing them in any way, or it's not giving them any true direction. So then if somebody is talking about external activities that they seem to be able to combine these two into one, they get more attraction from this community. So I don't know whether it's really leading them out of this Vyavaharabhas and Nishchayabhas, or is it not attending to the root cause of it?
I think.
I'm there.
Yes, Priyanka.
I'm there, folks.
Okay.
Jai Jain.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting one. ये ले लेना पर. Just yes, what is going on?
We were just talking about the topic of Vyavaharabhas and Nishchayabhas.
So conclusion.
I had a question. Like I see when I interact with people in the community, I come up with these two exclusive thought processes where somebody is so much focused on the activities of really so-called religious purposes, and that too is not being done with the intention of understanding Jainism as such or understanding the logic of Jinwani, but it's been done because that's what's the practice of the family. And the family has been doing it for a number of years or number of lineage because they don't want to be disconnected from the Jain community, so to speak. So inherently, the underlying root cause is that insecurity or the fear of not being able to connect to the community. And if we are talking about them as Vyavaharabhasi from Kul Apeksha, then that objective itself is not being met because the root cause is not being attended to. On the other hand, some people would be only talking about the Nishchay point of view as Atma, and they follow that. Again, the generations keep following that understanding, but not really because they want to get anything out of the Jinwani. They're doing it because they follow that lineage. So that insecurity is not being attended to. So that's where my question is how would I use or this person use Mokshamarga Prakashak or 7th chapter of Mokshamarga Prakashak to overcome that insecurity, which is the underlying root cause?
हो गया क्वेश्चन.
Yes.
इतना लंबा क्वेश्चन. Simple answer. Very simple answer. Atma is the doer of all these activities or not.
I'll give you an example, ma'am, why I had to ask this question. Is I was talking to one of my relative back in India. She is very much inquisitive about Jain principles, and she talks to Munis and all that, trying to find answers for her confusion. So then I connected her to Parmagam Honors. Within 6 or 7 episodes that she had, 6 or 7 classes, she came back and she told me all they talk about is Atma. All they talk about is Atma. So I don't know what this Atma is about, and I don't know whether it's going to answer my question, right? So now when I asked her, why do you want to get these answers to this question? is because she's saying that if I don't understand that, then what I'm doing is whether it is valid or not, whether it is going to be beneficial to me or not. So even though you say that at a simple level, knowing Atma is important, but at some stage, a lot of people get disengaged by this whole talk about Atma itself when they don't understand the value of it. So how that's where my question lies, is how would this attend to it?
ठीक है, हो गया question.
Yeah.
So as I was observing you people talking about Rakesh Bhai, and then the question put by Saurabh Bhai. If I have time, I will quickly take it up. Otherwise, I'll reserve it.
Sure.
my comment
Whenever
on
you get a
round
chance.
of questions.
Whenever you get a chance.
Or it is rather a part of our Vyavharabhas lesson,
Yes.
so we'll take it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
See, I'll tell you one thing. I'll have to go a little back. That we have India as a very rich country, not in the material sense, but in a holistic sense, with the cultural, spiritual, religious, literature, values, all attached. And you also see it is a history of 2000 years of invasions, where the Mughal history is, what to say, highlighted, the British colonial period is highlighted, and the pre-medieval period is not highlighted at all. So that history is also in oblivion for the general masses. And then you talk, and even if they talk philosophically, they'll talk about Buddha, they'll talk about Shankaracharya, they'll talk about these things. But to talk about Mahavir, है ना, लोगों की मतलब क्या बोले, एक चेतना ही नहीं है ना, अवेयरनेस नहीं है, एक प्राइड फीलिंग ऑफ फिलोसफी ऑफ महावीर, लेगेसी ऑफ तीर्थंकर्स, इट हैज बीन इरेज्ड फ्रॉम आवर क्या बोले कल्चरल मेनू और मिल्यू, इफ आई कैन से दैट. ठीक है. Now, so the same thing, and then you have the Shithilachar. Very strictly Bhagwan followed, the Gandhars followed. Then Acharyas could not relate with the philosophy, and they gave us all the Vyavhar things. That was highlighted. Not that Bhagwan did not give the Vyavhar things. It was there in the Jain scriptures, but that was more highlighted because of the history of invasions. All our literature, all our pratimas, mandir were under attack. So going into the deep philosophy requires some kya bole, a comfortable platform of material living from where you can take to that spiritual advancement. So that when the carpet is pulled below your legs, can you stand there and meditate? Can you stand there and reflect or contemplate on the higher and deeper things? So that higher and deeper things, even though they were there in the scriptures, over 2000 years of this thing, it gradually it drifted from memory and from the social picture that it was vibrant at once upon a time. The same thing was not there. That is why you have the Shithilachar, and then you have the Shwetambar Parampara coming up, the Stanakwasi Parampara coming up, the Terapanthi coming up, all kinds of things, and all talking about Naukar Mantra, Tattvas, Dravya, everything. But the actual meaning, the way Mokshamarga Prakasak tells us, a prelude to the ninth, prelude to the main philosophy, 7-8 chapters of Mokshamarga Prakashak was there, given by the Tirthankars, given by the Acharyas, but it did not come down to us. And I did not percolate. Right? So even today, people are Jains, but they don't know the real Jainism. They don't know the real Jainism. Okay? Unless and until you have studied very deeply the scriptures, the way you are studying now for the past 5 years, people are not connected with the real Jainism. In the name of Jainism, they understand ahimsa, they will understand vratas, they'll understand tapasya, they will understand dan, pun, seva, paropkar. And they forget the khud ka jeev. So vyavhar to acha hai. See, if you rob the Jains of this vyavhar also, then they will go into other communities. है ना? दूसरे देवी देवता को मानेंगे, या they will get converted to other things. So never rob them of the vyavhar they are doing. Rob them in the sense, never tell it is wrong. Tell it is right. But it is good, but not good enough for Mokshamarga. It will get you punya karma. पहले उसको appreciate करो, वो बच्चा जो कर रहा है उसको appreciate करो. Everybody wants acceptance and appreciation. When you don't give it here, they go elsewhere. So appreciate. They are doing daan, they are doing tap. It's good. Not that it is bad. It is getting them punya. It is saving them from the pap pravarti. Then you tell them you are human beings, you are rational animals. You have to rationalize and understand the reality as it is. For that, you need the praman, nay, nikshep, and then the tools of logic. And then you have to apply nishchay vyavar and then tell them that how Atma is a kyata drishta, a karta, and not the doer of all this. And then the spiritual balance and the material balance sets in. But if you give them an overdose of spiritual teachings, but they are more interested in the Vyavar teachings, then they are not able to relate with it. So first make them feel comfortable. What they're doing, let them do. Don't put a into mark on it. At the same time, try to give them the inputs related to the spiritual thing. And then finally, they will correct their mentality and their behavior and their lifestyle and everything. And all these are coded in Jainism. In Charnanu Yoga, all the Vyavar will come. But not applying the Dravyanu Yoga and thinking that Charnanu Yoga is the ultimate. So, wo ekantvad ho gaya na? So tell them that Bhagwan Mahavir's philosophy is coded in Anekantvad. You have to look at reality from many, many aspects. Straight away you talk about Atma and you don't tell them the methodology in which they have to understand Jainism. Then also they get lost. They get lost. And the problem is not only in one sect of Jainism, everywhere I've seen, people दूसरों को उपदेश देने में, दान पुण्य करने में, सेवा तपस्या करने में, प्रवचन करने में धर्म मान ले, जबकि वस्तु का स्वभाव धर्म है. आत्मा वस्तु यानी आत्मा का स्वभाव ज्ञान दर्शन आनंद अपने में परिपूर्ण रहना है ना. Now the problem with Rakesh Bhai is he's a very good marketing agent. He's marketing Jainism very well. But whenever you look at any public figure, you have to see their moral character also. He may be a very good teacher or preacher, but is he a very sincere practitioner? Is he transparent? है ना? ऐसे ही उनको गुरु बनाना is very, very risky. But he is, and people are forgetting, they are putting Srimad above Mahavir also. They are putting Srimad above Mahavir. That is wrong. You cannot put any Acharya above the Tirthankars. The Acharya may have helped you, the teacher may have helped you. But putting Srimad above Mahavir by the followers. See, Srimad never put himself above the Tirthankars. But his followers are doing it. So there are hiccups over there. But when you take to Vachnamrit, when you take to Atma Siddhi and all, they talk about Atma only. But that real Atma ka jo nishchay, vyavara, bhas, chhod karke Atma mein jana, I don't think that is there. That is my observation, my understanding, my experience of this particular cult of, because we have been to Dharampur and I have so many students who are into Dharampur and they have given me a very, very black picture, dark gray picture of the things that happen in the ashram. Clear?
Thank you, ma'am.
So you have to look at, first of all, no person is above Atma. No external person can be above the Atma. तो गुरु का काम यही है कि आपको आपके आत्मा से जोड़े और वहां से हट जाए बस. If he is standing there means somewhere he is not able to help you to connect with your pure soul. He may be talking about soul, he may be doing everything. But the real connect, I think, will come only when you understand what Mokshamarga Prakasak says or what Kunda says. If that is what he is talking, then it is fine. If it is missing, then it is not fine. Because again, your mithyatva will remain intact, no? right? You
Yes,
go
ma'am.
to any tradition, if they are not talking what Mokshamarga Prakashak and what Kunda is talking, then the real Jainism, the essence of Jainism is missing. Mithyatva will remain. So keep these two as your watch guard and your Purshad Siddhyupai. These 3 books को रख करके आप किसी की भी परीक्षा करके, then you accept or reject. No problem. First of all, my teacher has taught me कि नमोकार मंत्र में ही कोई person का नाम ही नहीं है. It's the personality of Godhood, the divinity that is waiting to be explored and to manifested. That is what we have to focus on. And if any text, any acharya, any public figure is talking about it, then take it. If he is not talking about it, pariksha karo. Examine karo. Because it is your shraddha that can ruin you or make you. अगर आपकी श्रद्धा गलत हो गई, तो Nigod is ready. And if your shraddha is right, then no need to worry at all. So सुनो सबकी, करो मन. Don't किसी भी व्यक्ति का पूंछ मत पकड़ो. You understand? पूंछ tail मत पकड़ो.
Yeah.
I'm not against him or I'm not in favor of no pakshpat, no. In a very unbiased, unprejudiced way, we have to learn Jainism and accept and understand it. And we should, and if some people are there praising that cult very big, remain silent over it. Nobody asked your opinion. If they ask, then you talk. Nobody asks, then don't tell something negative and you may be rejected from the community as such. No. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Like in a departmental store, you get all the things, but it is not important that you have to buy everything. Likewise, in this Pancham Kal, there will be many people preaching many ways, but you have to examine the right way and stick to it.
Got it, ma'am.
Clear? Huh? So if you really want to know him, then you have to go in depth to analyze a person's character and behavior. And see, sometimes no, it ऐसा होता है कि a person is doing something wrong, but his intention may be something superior. And a person is doing something very good, but his intention may be something negative. है ना? अंदर बाहर दोनों का देखना पड़ेगा. बाहर में आपको लग रहा है कि वो व्यक्ति गलत कर रहा है, बट उसने किस परिस्थिति में कैसे क्या क्यों किया, and then just by one act you brand that person is not correct in a good way or a negative. ठीक है ना?
Got it,
And
ma'am.
first of
Got
all,
it.
let us not be judgmental about others. Let us try to again come to ourselves and understand the reality as it is. और बाहर
Yeah.
जो हो रहा है उसकी परीक्षा करो, परीक्षा प्रधानी बनो.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may not have all the tools to examine everything. So don't frame an opinion. When you have not examined thoroughly, don't frame an opinion based on half-baked knowledge about any tradition or person or anything. You know, we are very easygoing in framing opinions and
Yes.
being judgmental about others.
Yes, ma'am. यहाँ ही वो ज्ञाता दृष्टा अकर्ता comes, you know. ज्ञाता दृष्टा अकर्ता.
हाँ,
यहाँ यही
आत्मज्ञाता
यहाँ
दृष्टा
important
करता
है.
है.
सब चीज में अपना ओपिनियन डालो, उससे अच्छा है ज्ञाता दृष्टा अकर्ता is important.
ठीक है.
Thank you.
See, as you move forward in understanding Jainism, you will come across all these kind of vyavahar happening around you. And you keep telling everybody what you're doing is wrong, what you're doing is wrong, what you're doing is wrong. They will throw you out of the cup like a fly, you know, fly that has fallen in the cup. है ना, मक्खी को निकालते वैसे निकाल के आपको इस समाज से बाहर फेंक देंगे. You understand what I'm telling?
Yeah. Yeah.
So क्या बोले, समाज से दूर भी मत रहो और समाज से ज्यादा चिपको भी मत.
Yeah.
We are all social animals, so we live in a community. So in a community, when you're in Rome, do as Romans do. जैसा बोलते, that doesn't mean you have to drink and dance and enjoy. वो नहीं है मतलब.
Yeah.
है ना? Dancing is okay, allowed, but then and not the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, got
समझ
it,
में आ
ma'am.
रहा है क्या? What
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to say something I don't know, but I'm not able to communicate.
Water on lotus leaf, ma'am.
Who is Sharanya Bhaskaran? New member in the class.
Ram Kumar, ma'am.
Oh, Ram sir.
That is water
Ram
on
sir.
no water on lotus leaf.
Huh?
Water on lotus leaf, no?
Ah.
Attached.
Don't switch on your video, okay?
No. This
Okay,
is
first of all, I'm
detached.
sorry. I came. Bolo, Ram sir.
I said water on lotus leaf, no leaves. Like detached and attached.
Detached and attached. Very good, very good. I know, very nice analogy. Ram sir,
Yes.
nalla பேசுறீங்க.
No, what you expect, madam, that is that the water on lotus leaf, no, it won't attach, it won't detach also, no. Like
Yes,
that.
yes. Ram sir,
All your things, ma'am. From you only got it. What is this?
Jinwani mother. Okay, first of all, I'm
You are my
sorry
mother.
I came late for the class. I was out of another class and I was literally lost. I'm going up and down and I don't know what I have to do. Like that, I wasted 5 minutes. And then only when Mahindran sir called up, oh my God, it is Sunday and it is time for the Sunday class, it struck me. Otherwise, I don't think I would have even turned up for the class today. I was on a different plane altogether because of the exam I gave in my last class, 5 to 8. I was in another preparation and exam and all that going on. So, chalo, whatever it is, you have to tell me what we did in the last class. I know what I have done. We are in the 7th chapter. We did Nishchaya Bhas. Can somebody tell me where we stop, from where I have to continue? I've already told you that Nishchaya Bhas we are going on in page number 211.
16.
Huh? Hello.
216, I think, your book, ma'am. Well, last time we started the Vyavhara bus.
Okay, got it. Got it?
Ma'am, can I do another on Kula Apeksha Vyavhara bus, ma'am?
Yes. So will you do it now?
Yes, ma'am.
See, all of you, please take page number 214. And this way, I'll tell in a minute and then you take over. So, as you all understood, Nishchay means determination of reality. Right? And then the right Vyavhar begins. But a person has not determined the nature of reality. Right? He has not analyzed, he has not applied the Praman, Nay, Nikshep and understood the nature of the soul as it is. He will be taking to Vyavhar and thinking that this Vyavhar will lead to moksha. Okay. On the other hand, in Nishchaya Bhas, what we understood, he's become too Nishchayvadi. He rejects all Vyavhar. Then Atma is a Karta, Atma is not the doer of all this. So I don't have to do Swadhyaya, I don't have to do Puja, I don't have to do anything. Just by knowing that I am Atma, it is enough, I will be liberated. That is the Nishchaya Bhasi stand. Right? That this person, no, he's not looking at the Tirthankars. The Tirthankars understood their Atma. But to be with that Atma, they did all the Vyavhar or not. Vrat, Tap, Diksha, everything they did or not. Only then that determination of reality became a realization. They manifested it, they understood it, they, perfected themselves. This simple thing is not able to see. And one more thing I want to tell, related to our discussion that we were having a while ago, that Bhagwan on the highest pedestal of the Samosharan, there he's in the Divya Dhvani, in the presence of 100 Indra, he's giving the sermon. So do you think he will be telling you about blood donation? Do you think he'll be telling you go and stop that animal from the slaughterhouse? Do you think he'll tell you how to behave correctly with your husband or wife or children? But he just spoke about the divine things and the people understood everything. Not all people understood everything, But those who understood everything, they applied it and they went in their Atma and they got Keval Gyan. And those who did not apply the higher logic, they applied the lower logic and they took to the Vyavar. And they think that this Vyavar will liberate us. Oh, Bhagwan took Diksha, I have to take Diksha. Bhagwan did tap, I have to do tap. You know? Bhagwan did meditation, so even I have to do some meditation. So all kind of Vyavar they'll be doing. But without, without applying the higher logic, they remain in the, what to say, unka gyan ka kshayopsham, unka mohaniya karm ka kshayopsham is very, very weak. So their agyan and their moh is more. That makes them do all these. Even at that time, they are Bhagwan Atma. They are Gyata Drishta Akarta from the Shuddha Nishchay point of view. I know. So they take to all the Vyavar. Now this Vyavara Bhasi Mithya Drishti is of 4 types. So first is Kul Apeksha Mithya Drishti. Kul Apeksha Mithya Drishti. Page number 214. Then comes the Pariksha Rahit. Without examination, he's simply following the Agya of Bhagwan without applying his mind. That is the second type of Vyavara Bhasi Mithya Drishti. The third one is he takes to the dharma activities, but some mundane purpose is there. Sansarik Prayojanarth Vyavara Bhasi Mithya Drishti. And the fourth one is Samyaktva Sanmukh Mithya Drishti. No, Dharma Buddhi se Dharma Dharak Vyavara Bhasi. He's got some Dharma Buddhi. But in that Dharma Buddhi also, what all mistakes he makes. That will be the fourth one, and I will be concentrating on the fourth one. So 1, 2, and 3, you people can tell. Yes, Mahendran sir.
Ma'am, one question, ma'am. In all of this, the word Dharma Dharak is included. What does
Dharma
it?
Dharak means a practitioner of Dharma activities.
So this
He's a practitioner. Vyavara Bhasi itself means a practitioner. He is taking to some Dharma activities, but not the real Atma Swabhav Dharma.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Dharma includes the spiritual activities, the religious activities, the ethical activities. So this Dharma is a very big umbrella word, you know. Righteousness, duty, sacrifice, everything comes under Dharma. So you don't have an English parallel for this word Dharma at all. Loosely it is translated as religion. So Dharma Dharak means a religious person. Okay? But without the real connect. Religion, the word religion comes from the root word relegar, which means to connect. I've already given you one triangle, no? How religion should help us to connect with 4 things. There, all the 4 connect should be there. If it is not there, then it is a pseudo religion. Dharma. Okay, chalo. Got it? Your answer? Did I
Yes.
answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Mahendran sir. Bolo.
Yeah. So this type of Vyavara Bhasi, so basically he follows his whatever the family tradition, whatever they are doing, he continues to do, and thinking that this is what the Mokshamarga and this will lead to moksha for him. So if we accept this, then it is very similar to other religion, like Christian, Muslim, or all the other religions. They are also doing what they have been told to do, and they were doing continuously without doing the examination, the pariksha, without doing it. And then there is no difference between that and Jainism. So Jainism basically it asks you, even the Mahavir and all the Tirthankars ask us to question whether we are doing the right thing. Question and understand, getting to our experience, then accept it as a truth. So that is what speciality of Jainism. And by following the family tradition, that is what is missed. Okay. Yeah, so Acharya is Pandit is quoting Upadesa Siddhanta Ratnamala, where it states, even in practical life, in a Laukik things. So when someone makes a mistake, like a thief or somebody, when they are giving a judgment, they are not looking at whether his father is also a thief and this guy is a thief, so he is not making mistakes, so he is following his family tradition. But they are looking at what is correct and then punishing him. So similarly, if we are just following without experimenting, experiencing what is real, and following the family tradition is not right. Similarly, if our ancestors are poor, we don't want to stay poor saying that my ancestors are poor, I'm going to be poor. Or if my father is a teacher, I may or may not be a teacher, right? So not so that is what is explained here. Similarly, the father may go to Narak and the son may go to Moksha. So there are many in the Pradharmani Yoga examples. So similarly, if you look at Vishwadev took almost 1,000 years to get Kavalgan, whereas his son Bharat within under Muhurat, he got it. So it is not the family tradition or family values that so we need to continue to follow. So because of the many things, even 5 minutes back, you explained about why the Vyavahar things are coming about due to societal things. When people were moving away from Jainism, just to keep them in Jainism, there were many pseudo practices come about by going to the temple.
Can you conclude?
Yeah.
Can
So
you conclude?
yeah. So basically, we just because we are following the family tradition doesn't mean we are following the Mokshamarga. So we need to understand ourselves, what is the real dharma, and then do it. Yeah.
Okay. Chale?
Yes, ma'am.
So the conclusion here is Kula means your family, lineage, tradition. Traditionally, what you have been doing, you continue to do that and you consider it as dharma is wrong. And you do dharma and you think it is your Kula activity, that is also wrong. Okay? Like traditionally, people are, wearing the Janev. You know Janev? And you think wearing the Janev is dharma. You want to wear it, you wear it. You don't want to wear it, don't wear it. But don't consider it as dharma. Just by wearing it, you will get moksha, no. Everybody is going for yatra and you also go for yatra. Every year my father goes for yatra, so even I'll go for yatra. You want to go, you go. You don't want to go, you don't go. But don't consider it as a spiritual activity. It is a religious act. And religious activity can be shubh or shubh. So वहां पे शुभ पुण्य मिलेगा, शुभ पुण्य नहीं, पुण्य बंद होगा. But if मिथ्यात्व is intact, तो पाप भी मिल रहा है. So like that, you have to examine things and do. So kul apeksha se, there are many dharma dharak, vyavara bhasi, mithya drishti. There is no dearth of such people, right? So when we are not examining things rightly and doing things rightly, we also fall in this category. Okay, next, anybody else wants to do? Or shall I summarize?
Can you do the Bhavabhasan also on this, ma'am?
After the class.
Okay.
After the class. After the class. Okay. Let me try to take some pages. Otherwise, we will be lagging behind.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Pariksha Rahit Agyanusari is, he says, Bhagwan ne jo bataya hai, I have to follow it blindly. Blind faith. Pariksha nahi karta hai. He's following the Agya. Bhagwan told this, do this, do this, do this. I'm doing it. That's all. है ना? Samai karo, pratikraman karo, puja karo, पाठ करो, स्वाध्याय करो, तपस्या करो. I will do everything. So without examination, without applying the Praman and Naya. So here the question is being asked that there are so many scriptures talking about so many things. How do I know which is the right one and what I have to examine and what not? So he says over here that the revelations of Apta Bhasit Shastra, hai na, what they are revealed, they never go against the Praman and Naya. They'll all be talking in one line only. So what I want to say is, whether you take Mokshamarga Prakashak, take Purusharth Siddhyupay, take Samay Saath, take Ch7, anywhere any contradiction is there? No contradiction. So then you can say that they are in the line of the act. But if somebody is telling otherwise, you know, do like this, but they are not talking about the real things, then they are taking one side stand, then you have to be careful. That is, means you have to examine, you have to do the pariksha. So he says, without any prejudice and bias, page number 216, सच्ची झूठी दोनों वस्तुओं को कसने से, the truth and untruth, when you examine thoroughly without any pramad, that means with utmost care, then सच्ची परीक्षा होगी. Then only the real. पार्वती मैं सुखा दूंगी पार्वती. टाइम लगेगा. हाँ, अभी हुआ नहीं है, चल रहा है ना. तुम्हारा टाइम हो गया तो तुम जाओ. नहीं हुआ अभी. एक मिनट. नहीं, इस पे टाइम चाहिए. 5 minutes. तुमको जाना है तो तुम जाओ, मैं सुखा दूंगी. 10 बजे मैं सुखा. हाँ, सॉरी डियर. ठीक है. So if you examine it properly, you will arrive at reality. And they should be based on the higher logic and not lower logic. Keep exploring, keep reading, keep discovering, keep thinking, keep contemplating, keep applying. Don't stop. Oh, I have got no. Keep applying, keep breaking your head. Clear? So it's a journey, so the journey is more important than the manzil. The journey itself should be liberating process. Okay, chalo. So 260, yeah. So now first thing you should understand, the Vyavarabhasi Mithya Drishti does not understand that everything in Jainism is told through the lens of Praman and Naya. He is not able to apply the Nayas. If he reads the Nishchay, he catches that rope. If he reads the Vyavar, he catches that rope. He is not able to do the churning. So he misses the cream of Ratnatraya. You understand? The cream, matlab, jo essence you have to get, you miss it. Because you're catching hold of one rope, you're catching hold of the other rope, but not moving it. So that is the first point that we should remember, that we have to keep applying, keep churning, keep kya bole? Okay. So that people don't do, and the Shanka remains. And the Kanksha, that I want Samyak Darshan, I want Mokshamarga, remains. Like that, Sanka, Kankha, Samyak Vake, all the 5 Atichar will be there. Okay. So, बिना परीक्षा किए केवल आज्ञा के द्वारा, पेज नंबर 217, बिना परीक्षा, नीचे से सेकंड पैराग्राफ है ना, बिना परीक्षा किए, without thoroughly examining the reality, if you follow only Paramatma's agya, also leads to being a mithya drishti. Clear? This line is clear? And the elaboration is there in the pages. Yes, Saurabh bhai, bolo.
Ma'am, where the जो कुछ भी बताया है, whatever has been described, cannot be examined through logic. What happens there? Like some information, like some revelations like cosmology and all, which cannot be logically applied.
हाँ, ठीक है ना. तो मैंने इसका आंसर I have given earlier, that for example the earth is round or flat, the sun is going around the earth or the earth is going around the sun, है ना, whether तीर्थंकर 24 हुए या नहीं, गंडर हुए या नहीं, है ना, इन सब के लिए you may not have conclusive, like not in the Tirthankar Gandhar bhi hue ya nahi, we have faith, so we believe. But other person may not have faith, may not believe in that. ठीक है? And उनको समझाने के लिए अलग तरीका है और अपने को समझने का अलग तरीका है ना. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल देर इज फायर ऑन द हिल. Just by seeing the smoke, you infer that fire is on the hill. But if I have to explain to a small child, that person does not know the concomitance, the connect between the smoke and the fire. Then I have to tell him example, wherever there is fire, there is smoke, because in the kitchen you see there is fire, and along with the fire you see the smoke. So likewise there I see the smoke, so I infer that there is fire. I have to explain to him in a detailed way.
Yeah.
Like here, what we have to understand is whether there are 8Dec25 or not, whether cosmology, geography, वगैरह वगैरह है या नहीं है, this has got nothing to do with understanding the pure soul.
Yeah.
है ना? वहां पर आप डाउट कर सकते हो.
Yeah.
वहां पर आपको शंका हो रही है, रखो, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट आत्मा, मैं आत्मा हूं, इसमें शंका नहीं होनी चाहिए. और
Okay.
आई एम दिस काइंड ऑफ आत्मा, इसमें शंका नहीं होनी चाहिए. एंड दैट शंका विल गो ओनली थ्रू दी प्रमाण नए निश्चय.
Right.
है ना? वहां
Yeah.
आपको शंका, जैसे हमारे मन में भी शंका है कि स्त्री मुक्ति है या नहीं, 8Dec25 है, कहाँ है, दिखते नहीं है. ग्लोब तो अपने को साइंस टॉक्स लाइक दिस, हाउ डू वी, सो वी आर रिसर्चिंग. See, what the modern science tells is also not the ultimate geography or cosmology. And what is there in the agamas are not fully come to us. Keval Gyani are not there. So उसमें शंका हो सकती है. No problem about that. रख सकते हो. But what is seen in Kevali Bhagwan's Gyan only is real. That I believe. I believe the words of after. But the after words have not come down to me thoroughly, or I am not having the tools to examine them thoroughly. So I may have a doubt over there, but I don't doubt the revelations of the after. They're two different things.
Yeah. Got it.
भगवान ने कहा तू आत्मा है, I believe I am आत्मा. भगवान ने कहा your ज्ञान दर्शन स्वरूप, I am आत्मा, वहां नहीं लगेगा. Now you have to sit and practically experience it. Then only that आज्ञा will be accepted, not otherwise. भगवान ने कहा मैं आत्मा हूं, मैंने मान लिया, then I will fall under the परीक्षा रहित धर्मधारक व्यवहाराभासी मिथ्यात्व. You understand?
So then this examination, jo pariksha, whatever he is suggesting to do the examination, it's basically examining against that fundamentals that we have studied.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sat Tattva. Very simple, I'll tell you. For example, I'm taking the class. So Bhagwan said, Man, Vachan, Kaya ki any activity is Asra and Ban. So I believe, yes, Asra and Ban. And it is Shubh, Ashubh, Kriya. But I should not consider this activity as, oh, Samvar, Nirjara, Mokshamarga wala.
Right.
That means my understanding of the 7 tattvas itself is wrong.
Yeah.
Clear? And
Yeah.
where Muniraj is taking to Samiti, Gupti activities, and then he is taking to Anupreksha, वहां पर भी आश्रव बताया है, वहां पर भी बंद बताया है. एक शुद्धोपयोग, एक ज्ञायक भाव का अनुभव ही संवर निर्जरा मोक्ष मार्ग है. Everything else comes under either Shubh Asrav or Ashubh Asrav. And wherever Asrav is there, Bandh is there. Wherever Bandh is there, Sansar is there. So Nivritti ka bhav should come. Oh, that day will be an auspicious day when I will detach from all mundane activities and absorb in the soul and be enlightened. वो भाव तीव्र होना चाहिए. Through this application, the vairagya का पोषण होना चाहिए. If vairagya ka portion is not happening, that means ego ka portion is happening. Man kashai ka portion is happening. Clear? Am I with everybody? All of you understood
Yes,
this bit? All of you understood this bit? Can I have your response? Sabka video
Yes,
off क्यों है? Sabka video off क्यों है?
Madam, it's so simple, madam. You know your father, you know your grandfather. Okay.
हाँ.
You know your father, you know your grandfather. You don't know your forefathers.
Ah,
So your grandfather or your father told about your forefathers, then you believe.
ah.
Like that, only belief and trust is there. Should be there.
No, Bhagwan said you are Atma. I believe I am Atma. But I am
Yes.
doing all activities related to Pudgal and I'm not being in my Atma. So is it Dharma or is it Mithyatva? Which Mithyatva?
It's Dhamma only, no, ma'am.
Pariksha Rahit Dharma Dharak Vyavara Bhas Mithya Drishti. Pariksha Rahit means without examination. Bhagwan said, you are a pure soul. I accept pure soul. But 24/7, I'm busy eating, sleeping, talking, walking, mocking. Clear? Okay. So, like that, the second one. The third one is Sansarik Prayojanarth. Sansarik Prayojan means some mundane expectations to be fulfilled through dharma activities. Oh, I will do dan, then my son will get a good job, right? I will get moksha. I will go to Mahavidekshetra. Some future you're depositing your karmic load. You know? So all that is what comes under sansarik prayojan. And
Ma'am,
very
before
beautifully he
we,
says,
can I ask you something before we move on to the next one, ma'am? From the
Bolo.
previous. In here it says, गोमटसार में ऐसा कहा है कि सम्यक दृष्टि जीव अज्ञानी गुरु के can I read it in English?
I got the sentence. Can I reply or you want to say something else?
No, I want to know how that can be justified.
Very nicely it is told. If a samyak drishti jeev listens to, say, Christianity or Islam or something, huh? Okay, Agyani jeev, Agyani guru ke nimit se. The guru is Agyani. He may be talking about Jainism. He may be talking about any faith. He's an Agyani guru, but he's not got Samyak Darshan. But listening to him, this person can get Samyak Darshan. Because he applies the higher logic and he interprets those things correctly and he can get Samyak Darshan and the guru can remain a Mithya Drishti. Understood? Very simple. Got it?
That's not what is being asked, ma'am. It says that if a true believer believes contrarily something due to instrumentality of the commandments of ignorant teacher, even then he remains a true believer. How is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can remain a, because in the next sentence, see, there are many things which are not direct perception mein nahi hai apne ko. And even through inference, we cannot infer about them. And whether Tirthankars are there or cosmology, vagara, we don't have direct perception and we cannot infer also. Okay, because Agam are telling, so we believe in them. Six Lesha, Karma, Gunasthan, rebirth. You don't have direct perception of it, you can't infer it. But because Agam say, we believe in all this. Likewise, Sukshma Pane se jinka nirnay nahi ho sakta. A person is not able to, in a very subtle way, examine the higher things. But मूलभूत देव गुरु धर्म तत्वादि का अन्यथा श्रद्धान होने पर सर्वथा सम्यक्त्व रहता नहीं है. मतलब देव गुरु धर्म, he's got faith. देव गुरु धर्म and 7 tattvas, अन्यथा श्रद्धान. That guru may have, he may be talking about dev guru dharma, he may be talking about 7 tattvas, he may be talking correctly. But he may not have the realization of it. So if you follow such a guru, it may not amount to mithyatva because you are applying the higher logic and your path of moksha can be vibrant. But that guru will be, his future is very bleak. Okay, इसलिए बिना परीक्षा किए केवल आज्ञा के द्वारा ही जैनी है उन्हें भी मिथ्या दृष्टि जान. So without exam, if a guru is telling something, you have to examine it. Then even if he's an agyani, it doesn't matter. You understand? For example, I am saying something and you interpret it correctly. So you are on the path of moksha. But you don't interpret it correctly, then you are not on the path of moksha. I am saying something, I interpret it correctly, but I am following it wrongly. Then I am not on the path of moksha. If I interpret correctly and follow it accordingly, then I am on the path of moksha. So I may be interpreting correctly, but not following it. Will it hamper your Mokshamarga? No. You understand? That is why they say, if a Samyak Drishti reads the wrong scriptures also, he will take the essence out of it and get Samyak Darshan. And a Mithya Drishti, even if he reads the right scriptures, he'll interpret them wrongly and take Mithyatva only with him. Understood? Idhik mele I can't talk.
I'll work
See.
it out, ma'am.
You work out. You have to read that text thoroughly or listen to the lectures or say, I cannot complete the whole book for you. Okay? Because there are so many more pages to be done and we have just 2 weeks left to wind up the portions. 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, now I wanted to say something. Page number 219. Paragraph number 3. Usse kehte hai. One line over there I have marked which I want to discuss. Somebody is doing Papa Karya and Dharma Karya. Both he is doing together. For example, he is looting the people and building mandir. He is looting the people and taking people for Sangh Yatra. He is looting the people and he is, doing Chaturmas of a Gurudev. Some smuggling, some antisocial things he is doing, or he is robbed, whatever. So he is doing a Papa Karya. At the same time, he is doing Dharma Karya also. So he says, when both are there, ek sadhan karne se paap hi hota hai. I've given you an example of one person. He is a very big chartered accountant earning millions of dollars. In tax bachane ke cases, all raid cases. But he gives lot of donation in charity and all. तो उसको पाप है या पुण्य है या धर्म है? बोलो.
पाप ही
And
है.
on the other hand, you have example of Punya Shravak. Punya Shravak example. What is not his, that little cow dung cake fell in the gas adup, and the wife cooked the food and gave it to him, and he could detect that also. That was his level of spiritual evolution. है ना, पराई चीज को पराया, अपने को अपना. So when you mix up things, you are very far away from Samyak Darshan. He may be doing lot of Samaik, he may be doing lot of charity, he may be conducting Chaturmas, he may be doing everything under the sun. But if the basic ethics is not in the place, है ना, basic ethics, जो चरणानुयोग में बताया है ना, if it is not in place, then the larger mansion of dharma cannot happen. So whatever religious charity activities he is doing, he will get punya. And whatever illegal things he is doing, he will get papa. But his whole understanding itself of 4 anuyog is wrong. He is not able to correct that. So very, very difficult for such a person. Okay, so there are many people, there are so many people who do lot of things. I know so many people, they do lot of things, for the welfare. I don't want to name people because I don't want to be judgmental about them. I want to learn from their mistakes. There are people who conduct limb camps and do blood donation camps throughout the year, eye camps, and they consider it as dharma. And such people, when they interacted with me and I was talking about Atma, they said, Madam, ye Atma ki baat hai na, only you can understand. You tell me, are you interested in my eye camp or not? Are you interested in conducting one eye camp in the university or not? We don't understand all this Atma talk. We are interested only in the activities. And Bhagwan ne kaha, the Manav Seva is Bhagwan ki Seva. And a Pashu Seva is Bhagwan ki Seva. So we'll do Manav Seva, we'll do Bhagwan ki Seva. One person went to the extent of, the wife was very religious. She literally built a mandir in her house. We are not supposed to build a mandir in a house. We are supposed to go to the mandir. Right? So he laughs at his wife. Ki din bhar puja paat karte hai. And look, I run a big business house, and because of me, 1,000 people are employed, and 1,000 logon ka kitchen runs because of me. So I'm doing more dharma than this lady sitting here and doing. Understood, dear? So all kinds of munde matir binna, tunde Saraswati. Clear? Pariksha kiye bina you follow is also wrong. Blindly agya se follow karo is also wrong. Then what is right? Or this whole chapter is talking only about the wrong calculations that we do in our mind. This chapter is talking only about all the wrong calculations. Okay, only after that the real thing will come. Next is pravarti, dharma, the above three categories of people. What will be their conduct? That is told on page number 220. See, there are three things. If you want, you write down. Kriya, Parinam, Abhipray. क्या सोच रहे हो? सोच रहे. Kriya, Parinam, Abhipray. So this Vyavara Bhasi, no, he will be interested only in the Kriya. He is not understanding the Parinam. Parinam means the Bhav. Now this Parinam can be of three types. Shubh, Ashubh and Shuddha. Kriya is all the Man Vachan Kaya ki Kriya, Shubh and Ashubh both. But because he's in the religious sphere, he will take to all the Shubh Kriya. Okay? But he is not worried about the Parinam. Parinam here refers to three things, Shubh, Ashubh and Shuddha. Shuddha is the Samyak Darshan Wala, without Mithyatva. That Parinam he is not having. The Gyayak Bhav, the Gyata Drishta, Shraddhan is not there. So what he will check? He'll check all the Ashubh and he will indulge in the Shubh Parinam. And he considers it as Dharma. So his Abhipray is wrong. Abhipray means his outlook, his attitude is wrong. So he remains a Vyavara Bhasi Mithya. Got the calculation? You want me to repeat? There are three types of Parinam, Shubh, Ashubh and Shuddha. Whether it is Ashubh or Shubha, both are Asrav and Bandha. The Shuddha Parinam comes only with the right Abhipray. With the right Drishti only, the Shuddha Parinam, the Shuddhopayog will come. Otherwise, we remain in we have detached from Ashubh. We have taken to Shubh, but we are stuck up with Shubh. So this much of calculation that Mithya Drishti is not able to do or understand. ठीक है? समझ में आया? So he will do all these things, but he will be having some material, kashai, ego, agenda hidden, and that he is not able to check. So his Abhipray remains wrong. His Abhipray remains wrong, so his kashai is intact, his mithyatva is intact. And he'll be doing all the pravarti outside. Mainly, it will be related to social welfare, paropkar. But there also he wants, he wants to polish his name and he's greedy of fame. Right? So greed is intact over there. See, you want to take to all these social welfare activities, take to them. But don't consider them as a path of liberation. Consider them as Asrav Bandha. We should take to these activities if we are given a chance, but not to confine ourselves to these activities and think that these will liberate us. Understood? I'm not telling you should not take to it. If you get a chance, you should do it. That's why it is told, agar punya ka avsar mile, and you don't take to it, then pap only we are doing. For example, if Muniraj has come to my house, so it is my duty to give food to them, no? So even though I'm doing samaik, I can take the food and give it to them. But for me, I'm not supposed to take the food and eat. You understand? Because he's on the path of Tyaga, and even though I have renounced the house, when I'm doing my samaik, I'm also like a Muni. But if the house is there and open and food is there and it is cooked and it is not on the gas and all these things, I can take that food and give it with the permission of the members of the house. Because now that time I'm in a samaik state means I have renounced everything. Not to do anything, not to ask others to do anything. So that time I should not tell people, you filter the water, you get that milk, you do this, you get the vegetables. Those things are not allowed. It's very minutely things are told in the scriptures. Okay. Next comes the dharma buddhi se dharma dharak vyavara bhasi. He's got the dharma buddhi. But what are all the mistakes he makes are told in the coming pages. First is samyak darshan related mistakes. So deva bhakti ka anyatha root. So here what happens is, what he considers as Dev. Who are Dev? If I can ask you, who is Aryan Dev? Is he a pure soul or is he a body?
So,
He's a pure soul, no?
yeah.
But when we do Aryant Bhakti, we matlab that samyak, that mithya drishti, so-called mithya drishti in concern right now, he thinks that who is Aryant Bhagwan? Those who are worshipped by the Indra, they have got many atishay, they don't have the 18 doshas, whose body is very good, they don't have stri, sansarga, all the external features of Tirthankar are eulogized, praised and adored and worshipped. Oh, Bhagwan is pure soul, is meditating on the pure soul. That little thing is not able to understand. So he remains he remains a mithya drishti, and he is not having the right way of doing the bhakti of Dev. What is Deva Bhakti? Guno ka anurag is bhakti. Anant gun of Atma and Paramatma, to adore those gunas is bhakti. Okay. For example, I want to make my milk sweet. I will do Paramatma ki bhakti. So will the milk become sweet? No. If I have to make the milk sweet, now I'll do sugar ki bhakti. Oh sugar, you are white, you are crystal-like, you are lovely, you are sweet. I love you, vagara, vagara, vagara. You do bhakti of sugar. Will your milk become sweet? You're doing bhakti of sugar, no? You're adoring, you're praising the sugar like anything. Oh, great. That person is really great who discovered the sugar, who made the sugar. Had the sugar not been in my life, what would have happened? All kinds of mantra chanting you're doing for the sugar. Is that bhakti? Now, what is bhakti? So I should not praise sugar. So using the sugar is bhakti. Using the sugar is bhakti, not eulogizing. Likewise, using Paramatma to do the bhakti of your pure soul is bhakti. Using matlab, what to say? Not using in the physical sense, but using in the sense taking alamban. Bhava alambanam bhavajale patatam jananam. Support lena. Oh Paramatma, how you are adoring your Atma. When will I learn to adore? If that is not coming through our Aryanta Bhakti, then our Aryanta Bhakti is also not of the Samyak Darshan category. For Samyak Darshan, we should understand 4 things. I think it has been told to you in the very first chapters of Mokshamarga Prakasak. Dev Guru Dharma ka Shraddhan, Sat Tattva ka Shraddhan, and Atma ka Shraddhan, and Atma ki Anubhuti. All 4 should be there. If they are not there, then we are away from Samyak. So here they are talking first about Dev Guru Dharma ka Shraddha. So Dev ka Swarup, the external features. So you and I, don't you think we would have gone to the Samosharan? We went to the Samosharan. But how Paramatma is adoring his Atma, that till that level we did not go. Oh, we got the Bhagwan is beautiful, Bhagwan is great, his Samoshran is great. We must have praised all that. So we are stuck up in this world and we got Jain Kul in this birth. There we must have praised it. We must have adored it. We must have got the punya over there because of that bhav. So we got this Jain Kul over here. Understood? Had we got the right Deva Bhakti over there, we would have gone in Aage ki class. We would have evolved to the higher level. We would not have come here. You're understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
We went there. But the purpose was the Prayojan Bhut Tattva we did not realize. So we got Punya and we came here. So Dev Bhakti ka Anyata Roop, all the external features of Aryan Paramatma are understood and adored and worshipped and eulogized and praised and venerated and all those kind of things. And he thinks Bhagwan is going to give me Swarga. Bhagwan, page number 222. Swarga Data, Moksha Data, Anna Data, Deena Dayal, Adham Udharak. He's going to remove me from this samsar. He's Patit Pavan. Patit means one who is falling down. Pavan means a liberator, a benefactor. All kinds of things he will tell. जैसे अन्यमति कर्तृत्व बुद्धि से ईश्वर को मानता है ना? भगवान तेरे भरोसे तुमसे लागी लगन ले लो अपनी शरण. So do you think Bhagwan is going to give up his Keval Gyan and come and take you in Sharan? No. So the basic thing that Bhagwan is Vitrag is not understood. Like that, you have to read this chapter. Then in Panchastikai, page number 222, last portion. This bhakti केवल भक्ति है जिसके ऐसे अज्ञानी जीव के होती है. It is like a person has got a very high fever, तीव्र रोग ज्वर is got. ठीक है. So कुस्थान के राग का निषेध करने के अर्थ कदाचित अज्ञानी के भी होती है. Because now listen to me carefully. Agyani also will do Dev Bhakti. He will also praise Tirthankar Bhagwan. You see, so many acharyas have written such great bhakti of. You have Dasa Bhakti of Kundakunda Acharya. You know, so there he is praised all these things also. So even a Gyani does these bhakti. It is like a person has got high fever. So instead of going on the wrong path, है ना, कुपथ का सेवन नहीं करता है. He has to take the medicine or औषध or some alternative herbs or whatever it is. But not taking to this is real Samvar Nirjara. And being in the Atma is Samvar Nirjara and real Bhakti. But he is not able to be in the Atma. He will come out. So whom he will worship? He'll worship only those who are worshipping the Atma. No? So it is like he's also got the Tivra Jwar of Kashai, Uday. So he will take to the Shubha Bhav, but he will not go to the Ashubha Bhav. Understood? But Agyani will not know only what he is doing. Agyani will be praising. You understood? Agyani will praise the external features, but Gyani is also praising the external features. But he knows that this is like the medicine that I have to take because of the Kashai or Karma. And it is also Heya. He knows it is Heya. It is not Upadeya. But he is not able to resist it. I'll give you one small example. Somebody has given you 1 crore rupees in gift. 1 crore rupees as gift, you have got it. ठीक है? So the person who has given to you, उसकी भक्ति आएगी कि नहीं आएगी? And our भक्ति वरुमा वरादा. इसका थोड़ा देख लेना. हाँ? भक्ति आएगी कि नहीं आएगी? बोलो.
Will have.
आएगी. But he has given you 1 crore rupees to enjoy it. But you're so thrilled, you're so overwhelmed with that gift. So automatically bhakti aati hai for the person who has given you. Now Paramatma has given you your Nij Nidhi Nij Mein Batai. यह अनंत उपकार है. उसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदना शतबार. So automatically सहज में bhakti will come. But this bhakti is also Asrav Bandh, and I am only a knower and seer that this bhav has come to me. Like that, the application of Jainism will keep happening. Understood? I'm trying to tell you the finer things, but there are many things that are not told over here. You have to explore and understand. ठीक है, सो कदाचित ज्ञानी के भी होती है, कदाचित ज्ञानी के भी होती है, ये वाला संडे. हाँ, नहीं ये नहीं है, ये नहीं है. ठीक है. नाउ गुरु भक्ति. Guru Bhakti means what? Oh, Guru Bhagwan came to my house. I have to give him Bhiksha. And then I have to see that his Chaturmas is comfortable over here. And whatever he says for me, the projects I have to do. Whatever he tells me to do, he tells me to Sunday batch. Is that Guru Bhakti? What is the meaning of the word Guru? Gu means darkness. Ru means dispel. One who dispels your darkness of ignorance and perversion is the right Guru. But he is not helping you with that. Or maybe even he is helping you with that, but you are not able to understand. And you confine yourself with the other external activities. I'll give you one small example. I have taught in more than 100 camps. Shiviro mein padhaya maine in my journey of teaching. And when I see the trustees and the volunteers and the people who are engaged in activities, but I don't see them studying, doing the Swadhyay for which the camp is put up. They'll encourage the children to study. They'll give prizes. They'll give gifts. But they themselves will never sit and study. मेरा नाम नहीं आया वो, मैं इसलिए छोड़ दी उसको. So is that Guru Bhakti? Is that Guru Bhakti? So this kind of Guru Bhakti is there in many other traditions also. No, don't you think Swaminarayan people are not doing Guru Bhakti? Don't you think other people are not doing Guru Bhakti? So this is Ati Vyapti Dosha. Ati Vyapti Dosha. ऐसे गुण तो परमहंस आदि अन्य मतियों में, मिथ्या दृष्टियों में भी पाए जाते हैं. This kind of adoration वगैरह वगैरह. असमान जाति. मुनि पर्याय में एकत्व बुद्धि से मिथ्या दृष्टि रहती. So listen to me carefully. Atma is ज्ञाता दृष्टा अकर्ता, and Pudgal ki activity is asaman jati vyavahar, and he considers that vyavahar as Guru ki bhakti. मेरे को पूरा पिक्चर इमेज नहीं दिख रही, ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. ये देखो. सॉरी डियर. ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड गुरु भक्ति. My husband is logged in. Okay, okay. इसको निकाल. Sorry, dear. Am I there now?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I there? I just changed my
Device.
इसका charge खत्म हो गया. Device, yeah. So now understood Guru Bhakti. So in the name of Guru Bhakti, we are doing only Kashai Bhakti. In the name of Guru Bhakti, Dev Bhakti, only Kashai Bhakti is happening. Atma Bhakti is not happening. So that is all our Samyak Darshan ka Anyatha Roop. We are telling things correctly. Aryant Dev hai, Guru Nirgranth hai, Samyak Darshan, all correctly we are telling. But we are not understanding the real things. Okay. Then Shastra Bhakti ka Anyatha Roop. Shastra talk about Dan, Kshama, Sheel, Santosh, Adi. Okay. So according to the Shastra, he will do everything, but he is not doing the Praman, Nikshep. That part remains untouched. So Shastra Bhakti doesn't happen. Then seventh Tattva, he doesn't understand them as it is. Like for example, udhar room mein jao beta. 1 second. Okay. Chalo. So seventh tattva we have already studied in our Tattva Gyan Pathmala. So I want you to study from there. Here again the Jeev Tattva. He doesn't understand the Shuddha Jeev Tattva as a Yata Drashta Akarta, and he thinks that he is the bodily activities, and he's a doer of those, vagara vagara. All that mistakes will happen. Okay. Tush Mash Bin. You know, Mas Tush Muti, no? Tush and Mash are separate. He's memorizing, he's learning, but he's not applying it. And when he's out of the he's out of the fold. When he goes for Bhiksha, he sees one incident and there he applies that meaning, the import of that, he's able to apply the sentence, and then he separates the Atma from Ragdesh and he gets real self-realization there. So this kind of turning point can happen to an 8-year-old child, or it may not happen to an 80-year-old. It may happen in Narak, it may happen in Devlok, it may happen in Tiryanchagati, or it may not happen to a Muni also. Clear? Understood? Chalo. Then Jiva Jeev Tattva ka Anyatha Roop. It's Shuddha apne ko swa, par wo nahi. He doesn't understand. Okay, but he thinks he is understood. So the Jeev Tattva, Ajeev Tattva are all mixed up. Then he's doing all Asrav activities and he's thinking it is Sambar. So Asrav Tattva ki bhool is also there and Sambar Tattva ka flaw is also there. Okay. Then all Bandh, he doesn't know that Asrav and Bandh are totally Heya. And Atma is Upadeya. Trikali Dhruv Bhagwan Atma is Upadeya. That one small thing is not able to understand. Okay. So Bandh is happening, but he considers all Shubh activities as liberating. Although he's taking to Bandha, but he's thinking he will be liberated. So the flaw remains in his understanding of the 7 tattvas. Then what I want to focus on now is the Samvar Tattva. Samvar Tattva, where it is given, yeah, page number 227. So very beautifully, there is one very nice book, you know, Siddho Se Guru, Chalte Firte Siddho Se Guru. Something like that. That book is a very beautiful book. He talks about all the Guru Charitra, and he's given the Nishchay and Vyavar interpretation for both. So the same thing, he takes to Samiti, Gupti, Anupreksha, Dasadharma, Parisha, Jaya, and 5 types of Charitra. These are the 57 divisions of Samvar Tattva. He's taking to the Vyavar, but without determining the nature of reality. This Vyavar is also Asrav and Bandha. He's not able to understand. Am I loud and clear? So I will very simple ways may tell what is Gupti. Gupti means transcending the mind, body, speech. Visiting your Bhagwan Atma, exploring, experiencing the Bhagwan Atma is Samiti, is Gupti. But that he is not able to visit, and he is detaching from body, mind, and he is doing some meditation. And he is thinking Gupti ho gaya. Gupti ho gaya. Now Samiti. Under Samiti, you can write down 5 things if you want. First area Samiti is walking, art of walking. I don't like to use the word art of walking. I'm just using it. Bhasha is art of talking. Eshna is art of eating. Actually, it is for Munis, art of eating. Then comes Adana, Bhanda, Matra, Nikshepan Samiti is art of using the essentials. And the last one is attending to the nature forms and discarding the waste. Art of discarding the waste. Now let us take the first one. What is the first one? Walking. Right? The body is walking. Muni walks with Jayana. Muni walks with utmost caution and awareness, not harming any life. Do you think for Muniraj Himsa is not happening? When he is breathing, Himsa is happening. While walking, he may walk on some grass, or not grass as such, he may walk on some muddy water. Himsa is happening. I just read that complete ahimsa is not possible even for a Muni. Some Ekendriya Jeev ki hinsa is happening even for a Muni. Even at the Aryanta Dasha, in the 12th Godastan, when he is about to go into Keval Gyan, there also the Nigot Jeev are dying in the body. So hinsa is happening. But it is involuntary. It happens, but he is not doing it. Clear? So a Muni is walking with utmost caution. No himsa is happening outside. But Jainism says tremendous himsa is happening. Because he is not able to understand that he is only a knower and seer of the body that is walking. So swa ki hinsa ho rahi hai. Par ki hinsa is not happening. Swa hinsa is happening in the form of mithya. Because of that karta buddhi. So wherever the karta buddhi is there, it is himsa. Doing that act or not doing the act is himsa according to the world. But according to Jainism, if karta buddhi is there, even if himsa is there, anantanubandhi himsa is not happening. Buddhi means understanding. If that understanding is not clear, even though he may be doing the highest level of charitra, himsa is, mithyatva is happening. So understood Samiti? So both the ways he has to understand. Nishchay Roop mein Samiti, hai na? I am not the one who is walking, I am only a knower and seer. And walking in the Atma. Atma mein charya karna. From the Shraddha point of view, charya is happening. From the Gyan point of view, charya is happening. But Leenta Roop charya is not happening. So ashram is happening, bandh is happening. And he considers it as samvar nirjara. So mithyatva removes. Like that, you have to analyze Dasa Dharma. With all the Dasa Dharma is to be applied on the Bhagwan Atma. Then it is Uttam, Kshama, Mardav, Arjav, everything. But that is Uttam word is not there. He considers Kshama, Mardav, Arjav as Dharma. So samvar is not happening. Like that. Likewise, Anupreksha. 12 Anupreksha ka chintan karke you have to come to the Bhagwan Atma. But he doesn't come to the Bhagwan Atma. He considers application, contemplation on 12 Anupreksha is Dharma. Anupreksha are a tool to visit the soul. But he considers just the tool itself as Dharma. Likewise, Parisha Jaya. Parisha is not Jainism. Parisha ko Jay karna. Atma mein rehna. In the face of all the unfavorable situations is Parisha Jaya. So 22 types of Parisha are there. And in 22 situations, he visits his pure soul. Then it is Parisha Jaya. Simply tolerating, simply usko sahan karna, and bearing them is not Parisha Jaya. A lady who is pregnant, she is also bearing all the labor pain and the 9 months pregnancy ka pain. But she is so excited and she is so happy about it. She is not in the grief or remorse. Likewise, a Muni also takes to Parisha, but he is not having that sense of grief or suffering or remorse. He is happy. That happiness, Anand mein kami nahi hai. Anand mein kami hai to charitra nahi. You understand, Mahendra sir? Anand korai dina adu charitra illa. Anand only is charitra. And that Anand also, if you ask me, I will tell about 9 types of Anand later on. Okay? Chalo. Likewise, Charitra. Charitra, now you have to see the Tattvartha Sutra. And there you go and see the charts in which the 57 divisions from Nishchay and Vyavar point of view they are told. So now comes the page number 230, Nirjara Tattva. So fasting, 12 types of Nirjara. No, like for example, I am following naturopathy. I follow my natural diet and all. So is it Nirjara? Does it amount to Nirjara? I consider it कि मैं Nirjara का काम कर रही हूँ. I'm not taking 2 grains, so मेरे तप हो रहा है. मेरा वो मोक्ष मार्ग वाला तप हो रहा है. No. This kind of nature cure practices will help my body to take to the ultimate 12-fold Nirjara. Understood? But somebody is following all these things and he thinks he is doing a lot of tap. Ichha ka nirodh kar diya. I'm not eating grains. I'm not eating all these things, and I have conquered this thing. the desire for it. It happens. When you take to this kind of diet, the conquering of desires happens. But simply taking to this kind of diet is nidra is a wrong calculation. Wrong one. Clear? Likewise, moksha means what? To be liberated, to feel liberated. To feel liberated from desires, from cravings, from fear is the external part. And here, to be so engrossed in the soul that you forget that you have a body. That realization is moksha. And that happens in the present moment, here and now. When you go deeper and deeper and deeper, the degrees of moksha will exponentially increase. So moksha is not a calculation that you have to do something in future or it's a time, it's beyond time and space experience. But we are putting it in a time and space framework. Oh, I'll go to Mahavidekshetra, tomorrow I will do this, then it will happen. No. Moksha happens here and now with the right application of the Jain philosophy. So what they say, tap means three things. Kashai, on page number 231 it is given. Kashai, Vishaya, Ahara, Tyag, Yatra Vidhiyate, Upavasah sa Vigyeyah, Shesham, Langhanakam Viduhu. What do you understand? Where Kashai, Vishay and Ahar, all three things are Tyag, renunciation. Experience of the soul will facilitate in the renunciation or giving up of passions, which includes wrong understanding, Vishay, which includes sensual and sexual abstinence, and Ahar, Tyag. Then it is called Upavas. Otherwise, merely abstaining from food comes under Langhana. Langhana means intermittent fasting, skipping a meal, skipping 2 meals, 3 meals, 1 day meal, Upavasa. So, Langhanakam. And Ayurveda says, Langhanam Parama Aushadam. When this Langhan happens, it is a medicine for the body. Healing happens. But when you apply it in the pure soul, then the real upvas happens. Okay? Understood? So likewise, you have to, they call Anna as the 11th pran. Dhan is the 11th pran. So if you tell somebody to fast and if you tell somebody to renounce, it is as if you are taking away their pran. है ना? प्राण घात चाहिए क्या आपको? कौन है बोलो? अंकल का नाम क्या है बोलो? कौन है अंकल? ये अंकल कौन है? जल्दी बोलो. ये सौरभ अंकल, ये महेंद्रन अंकल आपको क्या दिए थे? क्या दिए थे? थैंक यू बोले थे ना उनको वीडियो में. पजल्स दिए थे ना, कल पजल्स किए थे ना आपने. तो जाओ करो पजल्स करो, नानू के पास बैठ के चल लेकर आ जा तेरा पजल तेरे कबर्ड से. जा नानू को बोल बात करना पड़ेगा, नानी क्लास में हूँ. पजल लेके जा नानू. Okay. So sorry dear, I have to take care of this little one. So कोई इंद्रियादिक प्राणों को न जाने और इन्हीं को प्राण जाने, है ना? इंद्र, it is told that Anna and Dhan are pran. ठीक है? That is only, you should not take it in the literal sense. The actual pran are the 10 pran. Just for the sake of saying to me, to drive home a message they are telling, so that you give up the attachment for that thing that you are having, so they are telling. Okay, so likewise people don't take to the right understanding of anshan, prashchit, and they only believe in the quantity of these 12-fold tap. They don't go and focus on the quality with the right understanding. So he remains deprived of the Mokshamarga. He is only depriving himself. Nobody is depriving him. Clear? Am I clear, loud and clear how you have to read these lines? So moksha means to be liberating. And for us, you know, I'll tell you one thing. Liberation is a very fearful experience. Supposing I tell you that when you move on the path of moksha, everything from you has to drop, including your family, including your clothes, including your wealth. It's a very scary thing, no? So liberation is a scary thing for us. Like the other day I was talking to my nephew. So मोक्षपुरी में जाना है, तो मोक्षपुरी में जाके क्या करना है? वहां पर खाना मिलेगा क्या? वहां जाके करना क्या है? खाना नहीं मिलेगा तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए मोक्ष. Listen, वहां कुछ करने को ही नहीं है, मुझे नहीं चाहिए मोक्ष. I don't want such moksha where there is nothing to do, nothing to enjoy. So your moksha you only keep with yourself. Don't tell about them. Don't talk about it too. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? हाँ. So the understanding of moksha is clear. Only the pursuit of moksha will be correct. Again, I will repeat the sentence. Only when the understanding of moksha is correct, the pursuit of moksha will be correct. If the understanding itself is flawed, in the name of moksha, we are doing all moksha activities, all bandha activities. Okay? Huh? So we are not able to separate between Atma ka sukh and Indriya ka sukh. We are not able to separate between Atma ka gyan and Indriya ka gyan. So we remain confined in the web of Mithyatva and Kashai and Moha. Mithyatva is Darshan Mohaniya, Kashai is Charitra Mohaniya. Together we call it as Mohaniyata. Okay? So this was about the Samyak Darshan ka Anyatha Roop. Then on page number 234, we will have Samyak Gyan ka Anyatha Roop. Then on page number 238, we will have Samyak Charitra ka Anyatha Roop. Anyatha means flawed understanding of Samyak Gyan, of Samyak Charitra. Okay? And then we will come to Samyak Ubhayabhasi Mithya Drishti on page number 248. Ubhayabhasi means निश्चय व्यवहार both. उसको लगता है कि he is understood correctly, but it is understood wrongly. Both. निश्चय व्यवहार, ubhaya means both. Abhas. Okay? And then lastly, we will have Samyaktva Sanmukh Mithya Drishti. A person is about to break the Gordian knot of Mithyatva. What will be his state of mind? That is told on page number 257. And then the file Labdhi. And with that, this chapter will end. So this we will do in the next class. Okay? So the class ends over here. Anybody has to ask anything, say anything, Gandhar, Bhavbasan, we will take it. I will be here till 10 o'clock. Okay? Yeah.
How Basan, ma'am?
First of all, do you appreciate the efforts I'm putting to drive home the finer things? It's not that I want your appreciation, I want your feedback. So I'm puffing my lungs out. I need to understand whether you have understood or not. And that I can understand only through your remarks. All of you, please say thank you for what you have understood.
Thank you, ma'am.
Say what
Thank
you
you, ma'am.
understood. First say what you understood and then say I'm thankful for that. Tell me, what is your takeaway from today's lesson? What was that eureka moment?
So what I have experienced, see, when I was young, so when I was,
I love you, Rajan.
so ma'am, when I was young, I remember somebody introduced me and to some satsang. She said, come. And then they are talking of the soul, and that is more important. And you know, that is the most important thing. You have to kind of worship your soul. Everything went like bumpers to me. I said, what are you talking? We always talk of Bhagwan, prayer, you know, like that whole thing. So then I didn't bother. Then after a few years, you know, things get clearer. Then now everything is so natural is coming. So I think har cheez ka time aata hai, tam it just opens up. It just comes. That's
no, I didn't get the first part. What you told in the first year, when we told you Bhagwan Atma, everything went bonkers.
No, not in the first year. I mean, when I was young, somebody took me to a satsang and there they were talking of the soul. Okay, you must love yourself. I said,
Acha.
what? That is selfishness. I have always learned to be nice to others, kind, help. So I said, I just got out. It just didn't go into my head that time. What do you mean by self is very important and all that? So then after a few years, I got the concept what they were trying to say. So I felt हर चीज का जब भी time आता है ना, then it just comes naturally.
So what is your takeaway from today's class?
So that
That
only
you-
नहीं वही ना कि व्यवहार और निश्चय के बीच में जो है, that's what I got it. It just kind of helps कि व्यवहार तो करना ही है, and you can't just एकदम छोड़ दो तो फिर you can go into the wrong this thing. वो करते करते पुण्य करते करते वो stepping stone ही है life में. हर एक जन अपनी जगह पे right है, हर एक जन का time आएगा. I mean it happens. You can't just leave everything. और हाँ, and other people जो बोलते हैं, you can't all the time argue. कुछ तो होगा उसमें. धीरे धीरे your point is also there, their point is also there. That's what. Yeah.
We'll do the Jinwani Stuti and end the class. Okay. Then those who want to stay can stay. Those who want to leave can leave. निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है उसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदना शतबार. Yes, dear. Yes, Mahendran sir, you wanted to do Bhav Bhasan?
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
go ahead.
Yeah, I want to, in the Pariksha Rahit, Avjnanasari, Dharmadhara Kriyavasan. So there I want to, I can do, or you can ask me questions on the Pariksha, ma'am. So how we can, the question, it is a bit contradictory. We also want to, believe what the Bhagavan said. And Janaham also says, hey, you need to do Pariksha. Yeah.
Let me ask question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, here, what is the meaning of the word after?
Apta is the one who reveal the thoughts to us. Yeah.
You've already studied about after in our Apta Mimamsa 4 Abhav lesson. Can you bring it from there and tell me who is an after? Apta Mimamsa is about examination of an after. Examining an after. Who is an after? Very beautifully Apta Mimamsa talks about it. So here the word after has come. So I'm asking you, who according to you is an after? What is the meaning of the word after?
Sorry, ma'am. I don't remember, ma'am.
The word after means authoritative person. So who is an authoritative person for us? Keval Gyani, Vitaragi. Okay. So will a Vitaragi preach anything about raga, promotion of raga?
No, ma'am.
So whatever charity activities or mundane activities we are doing, they are prompted by Vitarag Bhav or Rag Bhav?
Vitarag Bhavan.
It should be prompted by Vitarag Bhav.
Yeah.
You see somebody suffering, you cannot see him suffering, so you help him, or you see that person as a Bhagwan Atma and you want to help him with the basic discomfort and so that he also can come on the path of duty.
The second one, ma'am. We also see him as the Bhagavan Atma. Yeah.
Then we can say that we are closer to the right understanding also, and we are also in the material way we are in the right. But if you do only the right way of material things, but you forget the spiritual things, then it comes under the Agyanusari, Dharmadhara, Vyavara Bhasi. Okay. So can you tell me this Agyanusari person, 3 examples from our day-to-day life? How we take to this kind of picture?
Yeah. So I can, I relate very much to myself, ma'am. So yeah. So the reason I say that is, When I don't understand anything, so some of the things as the class is going on, if I don't understand, I just accept it that this is what is being told. I need to accept it because he cannot be wrong. But what I understand from the studying this is, yeah, if you don't understand and just follow, it is not the right way to do it. So you are still a materialist. Uh, to ask questions, understand it, and absorb it, meaning really understand it, then only it will become the right thing.
Very good. Next, you have to tell me that the person who is taking to the material, not material, the religious activities.
Yes.
He's taking to the Vyavahar, he's doing everything. He's doing tap, he's doing fasting. Tap, matlab fasting, meditation, everything he is doing.
Right.
But where he makes a mistake.
So if we don't understand the reason behind these, when we are doing tap, the intent is when you are doing tap, you need to be within your atma, meaning you need to examine yourself and then you be within yourself. If we don't do it and then just calling it as a tap is not right. Similarly, when I'm doing some, I want to donate food. If I don't understand the real meaning behind it, but I'm donating it, Joseph, my name will be somewhere, people will appreciate me, then that is not right. So the intent is need to be true, man.
Okay. They have used the word lakshan and lakshya over here. Can you explain it?
Yeah, wherever there is a lakshya, the lakshan will be there. So meaning, when there is a fire and smoke, right, ma'am? So when there is a smoke, there will definitely be fire. So that is what the lakshan and the lakshana.
If I can elaborate, only through lakshan you can reach your lakshya.
Yeah.
Right? When you go to buy gold,
Yeah.
you will see the lakshan, the characteristics of gold.
Yeah.
Then you will pick up that ornament or whatever. Huh?
Yeah.
Like that, if I ask you what is an ocean, you will describe the features of the ocean. You're describing the lakshan, by which I understand what an ocean is, my lakshya to understand. Likewise, when the Atma is analyzed by its lakshan, then you get the Atma Darshan, Atma Gnan, which is your lakshya. But if you don't apply this lakshan, don't understand the lakshan, and you think that physical activities, shubh or ashubh, whatever, are liberating, then lakshan is wrong. Not, so his lakshya of Samyak Darshan is not achieved.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you full marks. Don't worry. I've understood that you have understood. Yes, anybody else?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to do my Ganadhar on today's class, ma'am.
Yes,
I want
so
to sum up. I want to sum up.
So far, only 6 people have done the Gandhar and 3 people have done Bhavas.
Okay.
Okay. So I will only 2 more classes left. So all of you complete your assignments quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell Panchayanti.
Ma'am, who are the 3 who've done Bhavas?
Saurabh Bhai, Paras Bhai, and Mahindran. You have not done.
Okay.
You have done Gandhar.
Okay.
Jain, please proceed with your Gandhar.
Yes, ma'am. And there are, yes, ma'am. There are, first I want to thank you for today's class, ma'am, because I thought only one line about Vyavahar Abasi, but you talked about Vyavahar Abasi more than 2 hours. And there is this much information under this topic. I didn't think Vyavahar Abasi is also.
Are you able to
Yes,
follow?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm going to sum up here, ma'am.
You have the Mokshamarga Prakasak in Tamil.
Not in Tamil, ma'am. In Hindi, I have, ma'am.
You are able to follow Hindi?
Yes, ma'am. I am able to follow him. To some
Mokshamarga
extent, I
Prakasak
can
will have Tamil
understand, ma'am.
translation. You will have Tamil translation also. Those who can read in Tamil can help themselves.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Please study your mother tongue for a better understanding. And
Yes,
listen to some videos on the full lesson.
yes, ma'am. There are 4 kinds of Vyavahara basis. The first one is Kula Bhiksha Dharmadarak Vyavahara basi. Some people are by birth Kulakram say they are Jaini. They follow their family tradition without examining the real purpose. That is the purpose related to Atma behind those activities. That they think that this is the Mokshamarga. So they follow the family tradition. Other religions also do the same. Here, what they should do is question and understand and apply the truth. Then only it will be a Mokshamarga. The second one is Pariksha Ragit Ajnanusari Dharmadarak. Yes, ma'am. Dharmadarak Vyavahara basi. Bhagavan said, do this, so I will do it. And this type of people come under this. They say, Jain Dharma is Uttam Dharma. My Guru is unquestionable. So happily, I will follow the Dharma without questioning. This will help me to get Mokshamarga. But they should examine truth and untruth based on higher logic. They should apply the, they blindly follow the truth without applying Praman and Naya. They don't do the parikshas. The third one is Samsarik Prayojanarth Dharmadarak Vyavahara basi. These people, they are for bread and butter purpose, they are doing dharma activities. They think I am earning at the same time I am doing dharma activities also. This is because due to Aditivira Kashai, they think like that. If we do pap and punya activities together, the result is pap only. And here in this Vyavahara basi context, 3 points are important to be noted. They are Kriya, Parinam and Abhipray. Many people are interested only in the Kriyas. They are doing the Kriyas without correct bhav. Because their Abhipray is not correct. For example, many of us are know that Shubha activities are to be checked. So we engross in Shubha activities. But our Abhipray is not correct. So we don't engross in the Shuddha activities. So without Samyak Darshan, we are always engaged in Shubha activities. So our Abhipray is to be corrected here.
Yes,
And the fourth one is Dharma Buddhi se Dharma Dharak Vyavahar Abasi. Here these people don't know the Nishay Dharma. They are following Vyavahar Darshan, Jnana and Charitra. So here the Samyak Darshan related mistakes are here, like Dev, Guru, Shastra and 7 Tattvas. For example, Dev, no pariksha of Tattvajnan, believes in the experience. Yes, ma'am. That's all, ma'am. Okay, that's my understanding, ma'am.
Last bit, you want to say something? Say and close.
That's all, ma'am. That's all.
Very good. You have understood. I'm happy. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, very
Baba's
nice.
Baba's son, ma'am.
From which lesson? Same lesson.
Here in this lesson, ma'am.
You have to tell me that how this chapter is helping you to understand what were your beliefs before reading this lesson, and how this lesson has helped you to alter your belief system.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In my life also, When I entered in the Paramaham honors course, it gave me, it showed me the correct path. I learned many things like karma theory and then Praman, Naya. They gave me pleasure, ma'am. But now I am in a restless position, ma'am, in a occulta situation. Because I think a little knowledge is very dangerous. Because I think innocence is a bliss, I think now, ma'am. Because I can't follow the rules. I know these are Vyavaharnaya, but following the Nishay is very, very difficult, man. Following the Vratas and always encouraging in Shuddha Ubhayogita, these things I am unable to do. Unable to do, and this thought gives me occulta, restlessness, ma'am. So for this this topic is, I think, very helpful because how the Vyavahara Basis are there. What is Nishanaya? By understanding the Vyavahara Bas, we can understand the Nishay, ma'am.
Okay. So I think what I get from your talk is that understanding of the flaws help us to determine the Nishchay more correctly.
Of course, ma'am. But following it is very, very difficult, ma'am.
Following what is difficult?
Understanding, I can understand the Nishay, but following the not interested in exterior activities, following the Shuddha Ubhayogita is very difficult in this situation, life situation, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Oh, my district is gone. बेटा मोबाइल लेकर आओ बेटा बेटा मोबाइल लेकर आओ am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है dear. I'll give you the marks. That's it for today.
Ma'am, can I do the Bhavasan, please?
हाँ करो.
On Nishchaya Basi?
हाँ बोलो. Nishchaya Basi. You want me to go there? Okay, tell me what is the meaning of Nishchaya Bhasi itself?
Nishchaya Basi is glowing. One who has no.
Bhasi nahi, Abhasi.
Wait. So
Plus
Abhasi is not shining. So the Nishchaya point of view is not understood by these people who have studied a lot and who think that they know everything, and they think that they know the soul and they are the ultimate. And these are the shortcomings of their understanding that Todarmalji is bringing out in Nishchaya Basi.
Okay. So what is the one mistake that a Nishchaya Bhasi makes primarily?
He thinks that he knows the soul and he is attained Keval Gyan because of that.
Not attained Keval Gyan. He is a Keval Gyani.
He is a Keval Gyani.
But he's a Chadmas. He's having only Mati Shuddhan. He's not able to apply that potential.
He doesn't understand that it is because of the destruction of karmas that one achieves Keval Gyan, and he thinks that he has the potential for the Keval Gyan and it is manifesting in him because of his studies and things like that.
Now tell me, what is the meaning of the understanding? सामान्य से विशेष बलवान है. सामान्य से विशेष बलवान है.
This Nishchaya Basi, he thinks he is pure on the basis of Shakti. And he thinks that since he has acquired these Shaktis, that he is on the, he has the potential of becoming pure on the basis of Shakti. That is his belief. And it's he doesn't realize that the Shakti comes from not just the knowledge alone, superficial knowledge, but from within the practice and also of realizing that this Shakti has to have the potential to destroy his karmas, and then only he attains that pure soul status actually.
Shobha madam, the answer for this question is that he has a very general understanding of Atma, Samanya, but he doesn't understand the finer points. The Vishesh he does not understand. So his understanding remains flawed. Okay, Samanya say he's understood I'm Atma, I'm like Kevalya, but he doesn't apply the Nayas and understand it very accurately or acutely or profoundly or finely. So his understanding is flawed, That is one thing. Then tell me how many types of Nishchayabhasi, Mithya Drishti are explained over here? How many types? How many ways the wrong understanding it does? 4 are told, no?
Four, I think.
What are those 4?
The first one is one is he thinks he is Keval Jnani. The other thing is
Siddha Saman.
Huh?
First is Siddha Saman.
He is yes, sir. I don't know the Hindi words, ma'am, but I can tell you.
Like Siddha Bhagwan.
Yeah, he thinks he is Siddha Bhagwan.
Third is Keval Jnani.
Okay, so first is Siddha Bhagwan, and then second is he understands it from the Paryaya point of view. He doesn't understand it from the Dravya point of view. He doesn't know about his soul. He understands agamas, but and behaves that he thinks that the parinamic bhav is the same as the.
No. You have to give the exact 4 things. Given it's okay. You will read it. You will understand. I have understood. One is he thinks he's like Siddha Bhagwan, Keval Jnani, and he's not the doer of raga, and he's in the abandha state.
Yes, because the Kashais don't belong to his soul. He is under that understanding.
But he's taking to Kashai.
He's not, and he is practicing Kashai.
Okay, that's it, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I do?
Thank you.
Arti, next class, Rajan. Next class, Rajan.
Okay.
Sorry, dear, it's 10:15 and I have a lot of work. The morning 6 o'clock, I'm on my system.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, dear.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Call me if I'll take it.
Yes,
Call
ma'am.
me.
Yeah,
I can-
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Jain.
I just wanted to show you something. Hi, Bolo. Jai Jain, everyone. Your puzzle saved me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.